We are in for a show. Oh my gosh, hello, it's me, Ciara Myst. You already know. If you're here, it's probably because you've seen that I have just been announced on RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18. Oh, I'm probably gonna say that about 12 more times. Sorry, not sorry. We have been sitting on this secret for a while. And those of you who have been on the Ciara Myst YouTube channel, hello. Thank you. We've been on this journey together. We knew it was going to happen. It was just a matter of time. We have been recreating promo looks since we started this journey. So to be able to drop a promo for real, it just feels correct. For the new misfits that are joining because of RuPaul's Drag Race, thank you so much for coming to see me here in my lovely home. YouTube, I live here. And I'm going to be living here quite often. We're going to have videos coming out every single week, bringing my makeup looks to life, talking about the looks, maybe some movie reviews. I don't know, you tell me, what do you want? You're just going to have to make sure you're subscribed and you turn on those notifications to make sure you're not missing any of the Ciara Myst. You're just going to have to make sure you're subscribed and those notifications are turned on so so you do not miss a single thing, because baby, you are in for a ride. Season 18 is wild. Now I know it's been a second since the promo dropped, so you all have had plenty of time to digest, soak it up, drink up that Ciara Myst goodness, and the reviews are in. We turned it. As somebody who loves a promo shoot, this was like a dream come true. The opportunity to step onto that set knowing the gravity of this photo shoot. Something that will follow me for the rest of my career, but this is also something I've literally been practicing and preparing for since I started drag. Oh, it was just it was a culmination of all the things that I love. But of course, I felt the pressure on myself. I needed the world to understand exactly who I am as an artist through the lens of this theme, which the theme is gorgeous, by the way. And creatively, I felt like I was able to channel my idea through it in such a unique way. And we kind of tore. Like, hello. But you're not surprised, I'm not surprised. Anyways, now typically, if you want to hear any of the insider information about how my looks were made during the season, the inspirations, all of that good stuff, you're going to check out my other series, Behind the Seams. There we're going to break down mood boards, sketches, fabric swatches, rhinestones, chaos, conflama, all the things that went into crafting all of the costumes that I'm bringing to you this season. I didn't film one for this one, so we're just going to give you a quick rundown. With the theme of Let There Be Light, we were prompted to bring light deity, goddesses of prismatic reflection and solar energy, but not Catholic and not sun entirely. There was definitely this overlap intersection of ethereal, magical, prismatic. It was all very feminine. But it was lacking a little bit of punch and contrast in the initial color palette. So that is why in my design, I felt like I needed to have a darker sort of cool toned red hair. Blair St. Clair helped me with the wigs. We picked that out. She did a great job. That is 4 wigs sewn together. Hello. Custom ventilated hairline. Hello. Wonderful cute bangs and haircut. Hello. Yeah, she kind of turned it. So immediately after the meeting with the network about our theme, I got to sketching. And I also got to panicking because we had very little time. We have very little time for everything. That is kind of the business. And I was like, how are we going to bring this to life in this short amount of time? What are we going to do? Where are the resources? Joann's is closed. It was sort of serendipitous that Yaya Torres reached out and said, hey, I have some capacity for work if you would like to work on something. And I said, oh, baby, I have something right now. So I shared my sketch and we were off to the races on co-building this. Now, you all know everything with Ciara Myst starts with a drawing because that's where I can iron out all of the details and the kinks. Hello. Things that were 100% on my checklist for this promo. I knew I needed to show prosthetics in some way. It's a big part of who I am. I would be remiss if I didn't do prosthetics in the promo. However, it couldn't be anything scary, and it still had to be mostly human in the face. It couldn't be something so transformative that when I'm being booked 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 years from now, they're like, who's that girl? So it had to still be recognizable as my face throughout the duration of any other work that I'm doing, even if I'm not an alien. Bonus points if I could do some sort of inhuman skin color. I was pretty sure we could figure that one out. And I knew with a theme of light, it needed to feel magical and ethereal. So that narrowed in sort of my reference pool to where I was like, okay, I want to give them the sci-fi fantasy version of Ciara Myst. Probably still in this sort of superhero retro looking space. So already we've got a checklist. When I have those type of constraints, I know immediately the references to grab. So I was like, okay, we're going ethereal, otherworldly fantasy. So we're living in sort of Labyrinth world. We're living in a little bit Barbarella, Flash Gordon. I was like, okay, superheroes that I like draw inspiration from. Jean Grey, Starfire, we've pulled those into actually other promo looks before. So all of this feels very on brand in the world of Ciara Myst, and I wanted to have a graphic motif throughout my piece to like pull all the design elements together. So I designed that 4-point star, which was an homage. Yes, it's like a representation of light because the theme is light in a very like angular, sharp warrior princess kind of way, but it's a nod to Operation Stardust, which was the code word for me and all of my friends who were working on this project. So those little stars are a nod to all of us here at home, and they were tying the whole outfit together with this like gold metallic and then prismatic light refraction type of details all over. With the mood board set, the project underway, we're going to fast forward to actually getting to the promo, and I've got some behind the scenes footage for you. Like I said, on this channel, every week you can expect a runway recreation where I am bringing you the makeup that I delivered on the runway for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18. We said it again. This makeup, as you've seen, it's kind of involved. And I was not going to be painting my whole body again, so I just took a camera with me. I'm letting you know now that this video cannot exist on YouTube in its full state. And you do not want to miss all of the fun video that is maybe not appropriate for YouTube on my Patreon. That's right, unfortunately, this video is just a little teaser. You just get a taste, just a little sip of the Ciara Myst promo look. The full thing has to live over on the Patreon for a multitude of reasons. Now listen, if you're just out here for freebies, that is a-okay. I have plenty of free content that is going to be coming on the Ciara Myst Patreon. It's basically my own personalized Twitter feed, because Twitter is a hellscape, and I just want to build my community over there. Come find me. But if you're interested in any sort of shoutouts, behind the scenes tea, videos like this, where you get an inside look at some things that cannot exist on Instagram or on YouTube, baby, that starts with the Goblin tier. So sign up for free or subscribe to be a ghoul, a goblin, a crypt keeper, or part of the coven. Trust me, you're not going to regret it. There's stuff going out every single week. But for the YouTube misfits, here's a little sneak peek. Welcome to Los Angeles. Yes, I am bald, I am smooth, and I'm ready to get into this promo makeup. We have been doing this for years. All right, the base coat is on, and we are about to apply the breast prosthetics. So that way we can get everything evened out, and then we can go in with the airbrush. If you'd like a special shout out and behind the scenes access to all of my content, make sure you sign up for the Ciara Myst Patreon today. A special shout out to all my top Patreon subscribers: Jen Peterson, Danny Pearson, Ian Miller, Brentley Bitch, Mikey Reichart, Ilana, Discord Adams, Elias Gearing, Brian Starr, Roddick, Maddie D, Caitlin Egan, Davino, Crazy Dragon Lady,